Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the study of volume and in particular why we use SPY. Why do we day trade SPY or the S&P 500? The S&P 500 is one of the most liquid tickers on Wall Street. Today we're at Wednesday, July 17th. Today, SPY traded 89 million shares. 89 million shares were bought and sold on just this one ticker. That's $55 billion in one day, in a 6-hour session. $55 billion exchanged hands from between buyers and sellers. The study of volume, people who follow me on the Discord know that I love the study of volume. I like it because volume is the one thing that the big boys cannot hide. They hide a lot of things and they manipulate the market a lot of different ways. But volume is the one thing that they cannot hide, and it shows intention, especially when there's a lot of volume. Down below, we see the volume bars. All of these are volume bars. This is the 1 minute chart. So each minute, this bar will complete. And if I right click on this particular bar down below, it'll tell me this volume was 216 shares traded hands in that 1 minute. By studying volume, we could gather clues as to the intentions of the buyers and the sellers, the big boys, what I call them on Wall Street. So this morning price opened up, and for the first 7-8 minutes it just chopped back and forth, and then price started coming down underneath this yellow 622 level. You'll see volume pick up a little bit right here on this first move. All you need is 3 candles, half a point, 50 cents move on SPY can make you a 4-figure day. $1 move on SPY can make you a 5-figure day. Today was a lot of activity, and that's what I want to talk about. And when you want to be involved in the trade, when is the best time to be involved? The best time to be involved is when the big boys step in, when they show up and they say, hello, we're here and we're going to move the market. When the market moves aggressively, that's great opportunities for day traders. Here we're going to see minute by minute. I'm going to forward it. I'm going to move this screen forward. And we're going to see something very interesting that happened today that sticks out like a sore thumb. Volume is fairly consistent. Price is moving up and down within a 50 cent range, excuse me. And here we are about 10:30 in the morning. This is New York time. Bear with me, this is going to get pretty interesting. Now we're coming into 10:45-ish. There's some good moves going on, pretty consistent. You see all those green volume bars down below, kind of low volume, yet price is rising. Each candle, each minute, it's going up slowly, but it's going up. This is what I want to show you. This large red candle, in 1 minute, price dropped from 623 down to 621, about $1.50 in price. But more importantly, notice the volume bar. This volume bar, I'm going to move it over just a little bit more. This red volume bar, look at how it stands out compared to all the other bars of the previous 1 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes. I'm going to right click on it. Well, I have to move it over a little more. I have to move it a little over more. If I right click on it, look at the volume. 1.5 million shares changed hands in that 1 minute volume bar. At $623 that SPY is at right now, that's $965 million. That's almost $1 billion that changed hands in that 1 minute. This is the very interesting part, and it gets me excited. This shows intention. Big boys, somebody came in with $1 billion and took the market down from 623 down to 621. This is when we get on alert, because now we know the big boys have stepped in. The big boys are here and they have intentions. They're going to move the market. So your alerts are set off, and this is when you get hyper focused, because money is going to change hands and fast. So you get ready to take your positions. You've already done your technical analysis. You know your levels that you're looking for. And watch what happens in the next 15, 20 minutes as the market starts churning after that almost $1 billion order was placed. Market went down and it climbed back up to the same exact level. The same level where the sellers started their $1 billion order in that 1 minute. Just here he is, 50, just about 20 minutes later, another huge red candle back down to that 621 level. So from the same level, the sellers stepped in again, and this time look at that volume bar. That volume bar is even larger than anything else around it, and larger than the previous huge bar. This volume bar, we right click on it, 2.28 million shares in 1 minute changed hands. At $623, that's $1.3 billion. $1.3 billion in 1 minute was exchanged on this ticker SPY. Now, if you're a day trader, this is where you make money, because this shows intention. Somebody came in with huge intentions. This is the big boys cannot hide. The big boys cannot hide the volume. They want price to go down. So if you're a trader and you're ready, you make your move, you get into position, and you ride the coattails of the big boys, and all you need is a 50-cent move to make 4 figures. You need a $1 move to make 5 figures. This is when you want to be active. This is what you want to look for. You want to look for volume. And now we're going to look for the next 30 minutes. The volume was there. The big boys are here, buying and selling. Price is moving. In this 1 hour period, price moved up and down. It doesn't matter which direction it is, because once you have your technical analysis and you have your levels, you know where you want to get in and you know where you want to get out. The purpose of this video is to show you when is this time for you to set your alerts and be focused and get ready to trade. This is when you want to be trading. You want to be trading when there is volume, because this shows intention. The big boys are here and they intend to move the market. This is when you ride the coattails of the big boys. A beautiful break below orange 621, a beautiful break and retested it. It's now acting as a resistance. A beautiful entry would be right when you see that resistance. and write it down for however long you want to be in. Market went down, you made your money on one trade, you could turn off your computer and go enjoy your day. You've done your part. You've extracted your profit target for the day because you recognized volume coming in. You know that the big boys are around. They're here to move some money, and there's going to be a lot of activity. As you see later in the day, the volume dies down. Once the volume dies down, you see price starts to chop around. Smaller moves and smaller moves. And it ends up finishing the day touching the 5-day moving average. So wrapping up this went on a little longer than usual, and I'm sorry if I was rambling, but I get excited about volume. The most important part is you want to be actively trading when there's volume in the market. When there's not a lot of volume, there's not a lot of stuff that's going to happen.